me feeling like I'm academics.
Yeah, did have the Kim Porter memoir. So chat. There's a memoir that was put out by this author, and his name is wait, what's this guy's name? Jamal. Is this guy's name Jamal? Or Chris Todd? Wait, this guy's name is not Jamal. This guy don't look like a Jamal. Anyway, he's the guy who claimed that he had written a memoir from Kim Porter that was exposing a lot of Diddy's abusive behavior and also people that were complicit and also tolerant in some of it. It caught a lot of red flags because it really explained a lot of sexually explicit things and mentioned a lot of people who were involved in sexually explicit activities that people said, nah, that's not Kim Porter writing that. The kids came out and called it out. Al B. Sure called it out. The family called out to say, my mom did have a memoir that was put out in this context. This is fake. And ultimately, the memoir was removed from streaming platforms and all of things of that sort. And the author himself came to do an interview with Art of Dialogues to speak about the memoir. You guys got to hear what he said. This is kind of interesting because he kind of, listen to this.
T. Millwood is not really affiliated or associated with Tupac in any kind of way as Tupac the artist. Let's be clear about that.
Sure.
Find that to be a red flag and how people doubt what's actually in this
I
book.
don't know, because the way I look at it is on my if you know about my other cases and how I do this, I am cryptic sometimes. I am going to play on words. Sometimes when you're trying to change a paradigm about something, you can't just tell them straight out. So what I'm getting at is, to me, if you guys say the Black community, African American community, I was asked to do that. It was sort of a condition. This was a cat and mouse game for about 8 months. I had him, I lost him, I had him, I lost him, and there's multiple people. I don't mean one person. And like I said, whatever, I could change my name tomorrow. It's fluid. If I wanted to go back into the account, I could put it to Chris Todd. For right now, I'm going to let it ride.
And I totally understand.
Wait, so this guy he's going by the name Jamal Millwood? All right, this is a scam. Chat, look at this guy. This guy look like a Jamal.
But you can understand when you put...
I do understand.
You do understand. And so from that, in dealing with something that is alleged to deal with Kim Porter.
Sure.
It's
sensitive.
Yeah, it's absolutely.
But I'd ask you, what if a Black guy wrote a book and he said his name was John? Should white people come out and go, wait, whoa, that guy's name is John? Ugh, doesn't sound like a Black guy's name.
Well, we have John Sally.
I understand.
We have John.
But do you understand?
Yeah, we have John Amos, but I'm saying
Todd's a white name, but I know Black guys are named Todd too.
Jamal,
Todd
but
Bridges.
Jamal, Mashburn, Jamal.
Sure.
We can go. I don't know no white man named Jamal.
That's a fact.
I've never met a white guy.
That's a fair point.
Never. I never met a Latino brother. I've never. It's simply this. It's just not that. And so that's the problem that I think most people had in relation to that.
And maybe I should have thought of it a little more. And I respect that totally. If you really look at my thing, sometimes I just do it. It's really hard to explain. I don't always think it all the way through. So.
LaWanda Lane, a close friend of Kim Porter, has publicly called the alleged memoir full of lies. How do you respond to these allegations?
I don't believe LaWanda has the flash drive, does she?
What?
I wouldn't think so.
So this guy's whole demeanor is that he got a flash drive from a friend or a family relative of Kim Porter that had her memoir on it. And somehow he published it under the author name Jamal.
To you have the flash drive. On that note, nobody has seen the flash drive.
Well, that's not true.
I mean, publicly, where they can verify.
Publicly, there's multiple people who've seen the flash drive.
Flash drive. Mm-hmm. Do you plan on at any time introducing the flash drive to any network or anybody that wants to see it to view the metadata involved in that flash drive as to time, dates, and stamps?
Yeah.
And when would you be doing that?
Well, there's tapes on the flash drive.
Yeah, this nigga's a scammer.
No, I'm specifically talking about.
I'm saying all of it.
Yeah.
Just think of it like a totality.
Well, not even the totality.
I haven't shown anything from it yet.
Okay, so not even the totality of it, but simply the metadata.
Yeah, what
As the time when alleged that this was purportedly written by Kim, dates, times, because I understand the book really doesn't have a structural date time. It's basically
she left a lot of the dates out, so it's hard to know what award ceremony they're at. I had to research a lot of stuff too.
Okay.
Some of the things I couldn't peg down the date at all.
Okay.
Because she's not putting in the exact 1996, like she's not saying that.
Okay.
And it jumps. A lot of it jumps around.
Okay.
I do believe Kim was writing it over a multi-year period.
Okay.
So she's putting some stuff here, then she's combining these things later. Or, remember, all writers do this too. You think back to the event and you play it out in your head. So as I've said, yeah.
So she was to Kim Porter, or is alleged to be close to Kim Porter, would have had a conversation to know whether she was working on a tell-all book, any kind of, because what I understand, Kim Porter was working on children's books. And so in any of your talking to the people who allegedly gave you a flash drive, there was no mention about children's books, her children's books that she was planning on writing? No?
Nope.
Okay.
Nah, they exposing the shit out of this guy.
What was your source for the claim about Diddy's alleged abuse towards Kim Porter, despite people close to her, including LaWanda Lane, denying it?
What is my feeling of how I prove that Diddy was abusive to Kim herself? Well, multiple sources I talked to about that he was abusive. We have the whole story about St. Tropez on the yacht, the broken nose. So I researched the heck out of that. Her getting hit with the chair
Yo, Chad, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I love my white people, but anytime there's some black drama and fuckery, there's always some white man who's coming in with scammer vibes who said, y'all niggas is making too much bread out here. Let me come take some off the top. You feel what I'm saying? Who the fuck is this guy, right? Like, who the fuck is this? Chat. Hold on.
Give you the hardest fight out of anybody on stage.
Hold on.
Here. This guy TKOs people. When I knock people out, they don't move. You're not. Who the is that guy?
Who the fuck is this?
released that Radar put out first. That was the first thing I ever leaked. Kim said she was hit by a chair, not me.
No. When did this allegedly happen?
That has to be after, well, the years, we don't know the exact time because I can't even pull the hospital records. Mm-hmm. So I don't know the exact moment of that. The picture I have that I released with the lip and the blood on the nose, that has to be post 2009 in LA. That's at her Toluca.
By the way, John Smith. Never. Maddie's. Oh, by the way, someone told me that Drake liked Cole's post. So Drake liked the song post on Instagram. Okay. And let me see. Somebody says author is using Tupac's old moniker, which is Jamal T. Millwood. Is that Tupac? Tupac. Jamal T. Millwood. What the hell? That's Tupac's alias? Interesting.
Luca Lake House. As for the chair, I don't know the exact year of when that happened.
So Radar Online actually released that article.
Because of me.
Because of you.
Yeah.
And when did they
didn't have anything?
When did they do that?
That was a month ago.
A month ago, before the book came out, and so you leaked that to Radar Online.
Yes.
Okay.
We leaked the pages that talk about her getting hit by the chair and waking up in the hospital and seeing the man who put her there. That was what was given to Radar and some other pages. They never got the full thing. They made that up. So I'm going to straighten that out right now with them.
Who made that up?
Radar. They never had the whole thing. They printed that they did.
So Radar Online basically.
They have 5 pages.
Okay, Radar Online seen what? They saw what to get this?
I didn't even give them the picture either. I showed it to them through a Zoom call. I didn't give it to them.
This
The
guy's
Daily Mail
bullshit.
was given the first Kim Porter abuse photo was given to the Daily Mail on a one-time use. That's the photo you see with the blood, the lip, she's crying, she's looking in the mirror, her friend's taking a photo of her. No one ever saw that. That photo doesn't exist because it's on the flash drive. So that's what people, they're not really, and I already tried to release some other photos.
As in a conversation that happened between Kim, P. Diddy, and Faith, that P. Diddy is
At Biggie. So is it a little bit coming from his camp? And did Sean Combs say egg her on to do it? Maybe. I don't know. I
okay.
can't
So
fully-
basically, you don't know. So that
I'm saying I don't fully know if there's some liberty with what she's saying and she's trying to blend Tupac's version and Sean's version together.
Tupac's version of what?
I want to move on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because you're asking me like these very specific things. I don't know what she's trying to do there.
The reason why I asked that is because I was actually there when they met.
Okay.
I was
With Tupac met.
Faith.
Okay, cool.
Right. And so what I'm trying to clarify is,
Then you might know more than I
well, not that I know more than you. I'm just trying to get to the truth and the facts and the heart of the matter
Sure.
in relation to the book
Sure.
and what's being said in the book. And so that you can't clarify that to me,
Correct.
I totally understand that, and you wish to move on.
Sure.
Okay.
Damn.
LaWanda Lane also stated that Kim Porter couldn't even work a computer. How does this align with the portrayal of Kim Porter's involvement in creating digital records of Diddy's alleged activities?
I don't know why anybody would say they don't know how to use a computer. So she's trying to say Kim's computer illiterate. I don't believe that.
I don't think that she's trying to say as a friend, as a close friend, somebody.
No, she's saying that to try to undermine what we're doing. It's kind of insulting.
But
If I said you didn't know how to use a computer, how would that look in the modern age?
if you knew me,
Yeah,
and I know a lot of people who can't use cell phones,
We're saying
correct, and what they understand from
between any people at all. There are things hidden from that person and there are things told for a reason that aren't always true. So, and people are brilliant like this, okay? So whether Faith might give you a different answer, Biggie,
This guy, he's good. Like, he really hit a lick. I wonder if he kept all the revenue.
this narrative.
the tapes.
So you actually have tapes.
He claims he has Diddy tapes.
I'm not going to do fully comment. Let's just say there's tapes that exist, yeah.
Do you have?
Well, let's
That are on
let's
her flash
ponder
drive.
around that.
There's
the
two.
investigators in the case that is now filed,
Yes.
right, say that they're in possession of tapes. They can actually confirm that there are tapes,
Sure.
as well as baby oil, as well as all of the other things that they
Yes.
found.
Yeah.
And so with that, we do know from that perspective that the DA involved in the case that Diddy is now facing,
Federal government.
yes, the DA and the federal government have tapes.
Attorney General.
And so my question is, there's a claim that Porter kept copies of, and this is in your book,
Yes.
that she kept copies of Diddy's alleged tapes as leverage, right? And in making that, it would be assumed that you would, or the possession of those tapes, you've seen them, you have them, you know about them. And like I said, what evidence do you have to support the narrative?
Yes, there are tapes that exist.
Okay.
Guys, look at his body language.
The book alleges that Diddy kept a vault of tapes documenting his alleged sexual encounters. Was there any hard evidence that such a vault existed?
The sources say there was a vault that existed, yes. And some of the tapes were flown out of the country on a private jet.
the tapes were flown out of the country on private jet. Yo, this nigga think we that stupid. Nigga, a VHS tape? You gotta imagine this VHS tape if it's like that long ago. Just burn the motherfucker. Incinerate it. Do anything to get rid of it. Why would they need to be flown out of the country on private jet? Yo, this nigga really think we dumb as shit.
That's from the sources directly, so I have to believe them. If she's angry, if she was abused, if she's fighting back, because we know through, and I'm going to reveal some of these other things that are on the drive that discuss why she was doing it and when. Okay.
So you didn't. These are other things that you didn't include in.
Correct.
And why did you keep that out?
Correct, because I can't reveal everything at once. It's too shocking. If I was to release those tapes, the world would shut down.
What?
Right? If I showed one of these tapes,
So
I'm telling you right now, the whole music industry and Hollywood, it would just grind down like this. They're all.
Yo, let me tell you this, chat. Hey, right now, everybody, yo, let me tell you this. Being broke is one of the biggest diseases, bro. Niggas heard that Diddy was giving out money and everybody coming out the woodworks. Now, the women, they're easier to go get their little payday because they're going to be like, yo, he put GHB in the baby oil and he fucked me and he had me doing all type of shit I didn't want to do. He had me in a freak off and I ain't never want to be in the damn freak off, right? So that's the woman's call. But the niggas are saying, damn, how we could go get part of this like grift right here? How we gonna get some of the money? Then you see a bum ass nigga like this. He's just coming up with some shit randomly.
We're going to start pointing at each other like this, and it's going to be bad. We've already set it up. We have multiple attorneys. We know how to do it. It's not my first rodeo. I solved the greatest murder case in history. 3 of them. I know how to do it. We're going to do it, but just going to come in pieces. And there's also ways we can, let's say, not censor it, but we can kind of soften it, right? Like the whole tape doesn't have to come out. All the tape. I don't have all the tapes. There's other people that have the tapes. I can't control them. We already know they're shopping in Hollywood. We have proof of other people telling us. We actually didn't have that one they showed. So there's multiple out there. Remember, this has been going on for 30 years. So I'm not the only one who has them. I think I have specific ones that no one has. But so yeah, it's gonna be extremely shocking. We've got to be really just kind of one step at a time.
But you can confirm nor deny that what you claim to have, that no one else has, correct?
I would say this. Let's say there's 10 tapes, right?
So this is a hypothetical.
Yeah. Hypothetically, there's 10 tapes. There's a couple of those that no one has, but the flash drive has. I can pretty much guarantee.
And how can you?
Because if anybody has those, they're going to go to jail.
Wait, what?
If they release what I believe they think they have or they want to release, they will most likely go to jail. That's why.
That sounds like child pornography. So he's almost like inadvertently, in a roundabout way, saying that he has a flash drive with child pornography. What?
And this is
the federal government. We're working with the federal government.
Oh, you're currently working with the federal government.
Well, not like what you're saying.
No. I want to be clear. I don't want to make
We're
any.
We're going to give them to the federal government.
Oh, so you're going to give the tapes to the federal government?
Yes.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Threaten legal action, calling the book fake. How do you address his challenge to the authenticity of the alleged memoir?
Al doesn't have the flash drive, so how would he know? How does he know what Kim wrote? And Al wasn't fully in Kim's life, so I'm not going to bring up some personal stuff about Al B. Shore and his son and Diddy adopting him. I'm not gonna do that. But if he wants to have a conversation, have a conversation. He wants to sue Jeff Bezos. Good luck.
But he recently filed a cease and desist order.
Correct.
You are aware of that.
Yeah. They leaked it to the media before they gave it to me. So why don't we talk about that first?
Okay, so basically you're saying that Al B. Shore leaked.
Given to the New York Post before I received it. What's up?
Have you received it yet?
Yes, I did receive it.
You did receive it? And the
But
reason
why would you send it to the media before you show it to me? Because you want media, because you want press. So I know what he's doing. Wants to lock horns. Be careful. Look me up. Look at my other lawsuit. 40 million in Miami. Go look at what I'm doing over there.
Let's Google this guy. So his name is Chris Todd, right? Chris Todd. Lawsuit Miami. Where's this lawsuit? State of Florida versus. Nah, this can't be it. I think
X'd out in the book. It's not even, it doesn't even say it. So he's gonna try to file a lawsuit against one of the biggest companies in the world, and their lawyers are gonna open the book and go, I don't know what's going on. Let me read. They're gonna see a bunch of X's. It doesn't even say it. Now, if defamation by implication, when you imply something, yeah, they might have a peg leg to stand on with that, but still, again, he's in like half a page, okay? I didn't say it. She said it, okay? Now, I almost didn't want to put it in there, I will admit, and I'm considering removing that chapter. I am.
Kim Porter's children, as well as Diddy himself through his lawyer, have dismissed the book as an attempt to capitalize on her death. How do you respond to these criticisms?
Are they going to make comments about the victims of Sean Combs, or are they just going to focus on trying to call the memoir fake? Let's see their statement about all the victims. There's going to be 50 new ones coming out. I'd like to see them make statements about that before we start responding to what Kim did. I've done a lot of cases. I've seen a lot of crazy stuff of parents, sisters, brothers, kids. I've seen things that'll make your head spin backwards, okay? So we have to kind of just ride it out, see what happens, okay?
Wait, are y'all telling me what to search? Todd Christoph. Is it this? This is him. I'm trying to pull him up to see if. What's his history? He's raised $12.5 million for this. Huh. Is this him right here? Yeah, I could only see this new shit.
Other people are starting to come forward already. They're already starting to corroborate, and some people are denying. We know that. It's not my first rodeo. It's not my first book. I already know what's coming. I already knew the family would say that, okay? So I respect them. If they want to talk to me, then have a conversation with me. It's not a money grab. These people have 20 times more money than I do. No one can say like money grab. Hollywood already owes me like $20 million. So when anybody says anything about money to me, just be careful. Like,
this guy's full of shit. Not gonna lie to you.
There's a claim that Kim Porter kept copies of Diddy's alleged sex tapes as leverage. What evidence do you have to support
Okay, we heard that one already.
anything involving Jay-Z?
there's tapes of them, yeah.
No, you have tapes.
Mm-hmm.
You are in possession of.
Well, I'm not going to comment about what the word possession means, but there are tapes of them, yeah.
No, I'm saying you've seen those tapes,
No comment.
because that's a.
You're talking about a criminal investigation.
No, and I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying what evidence or testimony supports the explosive claims?
Kim saying it, so we start with her.
Okay.
So if Kim says when she calls them the two Seans, and I really wasn't big on that whole thing anyway. It's very brief when it's talked about that. Talking about Jamie also, I know what you're talking about when she mentions that. The first source is Kim herself. Through research, through investigators, PIs, all the people with me, yes, we believe that it is true. Okay, if you're asking for like a tape and this, no, there's no tape of Diddy with them that I'm going to comment on. Okay,
So there's no tape that you know that exists.
I'm not commenting on that.
Okay.
With those people that the name.
No, I'm not. The reason, no, and like I said,
Yeah, this guy's smart enough to try to avoid certain type of litigation. That's why he's not saying it. But he knows people are so so cynical that him just saying certain things like, I've seen a tape that could shut the whole industry down. All right, who's in the tape? I ain't gonna say that because that person could sue me. So I'm just gonna like kind of like dangle a carrot in the air.
once again, not that you have to comment on anything particular.
Yeah, this guy's full of shit, but shit is entertaining.
Might say a different answer.
Why I asked? No, the reason why I asked that because, like I said, once again,
Sure.
I'm just trying to.
You're trying to date it, yeah.
And the facts, like I said, because
Sure.
the book.
Do you really think he's going to talk to me? Do you think he's going to admit to that?
I don't have an answer for that.
Okay,
'cause
I'm just giving you. Will Smith would say. Can I say something? What do you think Will Smith would say?
Oh, they had said that Will Smith was on one of these tapes getting piped down by Diddy. Like Diddy was like long dicking him. And I know, pause, but like that's what this guy was saying. And I guess the interviewers asked him about these claims.
That this stuff was true. Did it, like I stated before, did I go call these celebrities personally? No. Okay. I had some people try to reach out to them. We never really spoke directly to the people. I don't need to. I'm not the cops. I'm not saying they're doing anything illegal. Okay. I am a conduit that they make a joke about me when I say that. I am doing this for Kim. Whatever she wrote, did I research every single little thing? Obviously, I did my investigation. I believed it was real, so I published it. That's it. As for every little thing, and you're doing a great job. I totally get what you're doing, and you can ask me anything you want.
The reason why I'm asking this because these are serious.
What do you think Will Smith would say? Can I say something? What do you think Will Smith would say if I called him up on his cell phone? I pull his number through a PI, right? And I call him up. And I go, when Kim was pregnant, she says she's on the phone with you. And that Sean's on the phone with you, Will. And that he's talking about this. Do you think he's going to admit that that really happened? Right now, with everything that's going on with Sean Combs and all these celebrities are silent right now, do you really think he's going to talk to me? Do you think he's going to admit to that?
I don't have an answer for that.
Okay,
I'm not. The reason why I'm saying this because, like I said, this is something that is alleged that Kim said.
Sure.
And so when you ask me that question in regards to Will Smith, I'm saying to you.
That's the example, though.
Yeah. I understand that, but like I said, when we talk about the encounters involving Kim Porter's alleged encounters with other high-profile figures, I just gave you.
I know a finesse when I see one, bro.
The example of Tupac in a situation involving that and how the timeline doesn't add up to what Kim said
in that particular
in the Essence article, as well as the picture that was dated from that actual party when her and Sean Combs actually first started to date.
Sure.
And so the alleged on and off relationship. So when I ask about the Kim Porter alleged sexual encounters, I'm asking you, how did you substantiate these? So there's no video?
A sex tape of Will Smith?
Of if anything involving Kim Porter?
A video of her having sex?
No, of any, like, let me repeat the question for you. The alleged memoir makes controversial claims about Kim Porter's alleged sexual encounters with other high profile figures. How did you substantiate these details?
There's no videos of her. There's videos of Sean Combs with people, not Kim with people.
Okay.
So the answer is no. There's no photos of anything like that. Even the photos that were first given to me with the book, there are no photos of celebrities in their underwear. There's none of that. Okay. There's another part of the flash drive it's hard to say this. I don't have all of that right now. There's multiple, we'll just say that. So I've not been allowed to see every single thing. Okay. And then as for I'm not going to call up famous people and ask them if they had sex with Kim and Diddy. I'm not going to do it.
Well, but that's what the book alleges.
Correct.
And the reason why I'm asking that, because like I said, this is the art of dialogue.
Yes.
And we want to sit down and have a real true dialogue. This is not about, the promotion of the book or the lack thereof. And I think more people are informed about what it actually is and isn't.
Sure.
And so basically the answer is you don't have any
I have what Kim said.
right. You have what
So if you came to me, let me answer.
Okay.
If you came to me and you wanted to tell me your life story,
right.
I'm going to believe you. I'm going to investigate it behind you a little bit. But if I believe what you're saying is true, I'm not going to call you a liar and I'm going to publish it.
Right. But once again, we have not seen the hard drive.
Correct.
We have not seen that if it actually comes from Kim. We don't know that.
Sure.
As the public, the people who are watching this,
Correct.
they don't know that. And so the reason why the question is being asked
Sure.
basically is, so it's alleged that was it, but you don't have any proof, concrete video.
All right, this nigga lying, bro. All right, enough is enough. Enough is enough, Chad. All right, got you.